Hello, how are you? I'm Shorty Q, and if you're new, what it do? I hope you come part of the Q crew. It's free to subscribe. You know what I mean. Today's topic is therapy. I was gonna wait longer to do this video so that I could have other topics on about mental health, but I think it needs to be said sooner than later. For first of all, let me just say, everyone I believe should go to therapy during or at least after this pandemic. My personal opinion is I feel like everyone should take therapy at least once a year. Once a year to reflect, to, talk to someone about things that's going on, and especially if anything happened within that year that was very traumatic, just help you go through what you're going through mentally. And this could be anyone. Therapy is for anyone. You don't have to be diagnosed with any mental illness to go to therapy. I feel like it's good for a healthy brain, to be honest. And what triggered me to do this video was I spoke with a friend that has been diagnosed with anxiety and manic depression. And I was just like, go to therapy. I think the person had the insurance and everything. And I was shocked to hear my friend say, oh, well, I don't want to be speaking to no white person on a bench. Experiences. So it already put, I thought we've gotten better with mental health awareness for you to not be thinking this way. Why do you have this mindset? I do know that some people have had bad experiences, so it already put them in a bad taste in their mouth about therapy in the first place. But that's honestly any doctor. If they didn't work out for you and they are not a good fit, then go to another one. There's plenty of them out here. And there's all different type of ethnics and religion therapists out here. It's not just only white people. Which I've heard that term before in the black community. But we need to move on from that because for one of my therapists is a black woman. I don't. We're far from that now. I think people have a bad habit of the way things were and still thinking that we still are there. Like, for example, the insurance. When it comes to therapy, it's not expensive anymore. It's the same exact price as it is for going to your primary care doctor. If your primary care doctor doesn't work out, don't you not go and get a different primary care doctor? It's the same difference with any doctor. If you don't feel like they're a good fit, there's other doctors in that same specialty. And therapy and the counseling, consulting with someone about your mental health is the same price. It does fall under behavioral health. A lot of times it is included within your medical insurance. And you do have to ask, you got to make sure, because when it comes to insurance, it all depends on your policy. But a lot of people don't even look into it or even know that your behavioral health is usually always tied in with your health insurance that you're already paying for through your jobs. Sometimes they give you a separate card. A lot of times they don't. And the only difference is, the most common difference is when it comes to therapy is you may not have that many sessions. You may only have like 10 sessions within 1 year. But that's pretty much it. It depends on the policy, like I said, how it's written. You may not even have behavioral health in there at all. That is a possibility. But since mental health awareness has gotten so much bigger now, they have totally changed the policies and just made a copay, just like if I went in to my primary care doctor and that was it. Didn't pay anything else. And make sure to speak with your insurance. Don't rely on any doctor to tell you, oh, this is your insurance, this is what you have. Oh yeah, this is definitely covered. Just because Blue Cross Blue Shield and they take Blue Cross Blue Shield doesn't mean that your Blue Cross Blue Shield policy covers everything. So definitely call. Make sure that, like, hey, how many sessions do I have? Mine under my policy is unlimited. A lot of them actually are. Um, and if I can't stress enough, if the therapist doesn't feel like they're a good fit, go find another therapist. It's that simple. You just go into your insurance, whether it's United Healthcare, Blue Cross Blue Shield. Most of the time, you can go in to the on the internet. So a lot of times you don't even have to register. You just hit find a doctor and type in therapist, and then all the therapists will pull up around your area that is covered under your network. What other ways is you can do it? I have seen sometimes when you go in, you have to put in your policy, your member number, and it will pull up what doctors are covered under your specific policy for your plan. So it's definitely there. It's definitely inexpensive for the most part, for most insurances. Like, it's just like going to your primary care doctor for regular visits. And lastly, what is therapy? Why is it so important? I remembered hearing someone say that therapy is just for you to go. Lastly, what is therapy? Why is it so important? I remembered hearing someone say that therapy is just for you to go and talk with someone and just get some stuff off your chest. They don't go to school just to talk with you. That ain't it. That ain't the only thing. I was trying to think of the best way to describe it. It's really honestly maintenance. It's maintenance on, I wouldn't even say maintenance. The best way that I can describe it is if you're going through something like trauma, grief, or anything like that, everyone's brain, for the most part, goes through the same type of process when it comes to grief. I just use that as an example. So therapy helps with you going through those processes without going in the dark place of your mind. Because everyone that goes through grief, I don't care what person passed away, how close you were, the first thing you think of is you are in fault for that person passing away. Maybe I should have been there. Maybe I should have called more. Or blase, blase, blase. And you could overthink it and get really overwhelmed and upset about it, that you can get to a very dark place that you shouldn't be. So you can go crazy. Believe me. And that's the thing, like, that's another thing that's in grieving process, is a lot of people think that they're going crazy. They shouldn't be feeling this. I do want to talk about that also. Next organ in the body, still to this day, that I can remember or ever heard of, is still the only organ in the body they cannot fully understand. There's still parts of the brain. Remember, the brain is the most complex organ in the body. Still to this day, that I can remember or ever heard of, is still the only organ in the body they cannot fully understand. There's still parts of the brain, and that whole organ is still a mystery. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, therapy is needed for everyone, and you shouldn't feel like you're crazy that first step. Oh, you must think I'm crazy. I'm going therapy. No, if you're religious and you believe in the Bible, it says for you to go seek counsel, and that is because you need help, to go through life mentally in general. It's regular maintenance. That's what I feel like it is. It's just a checkup, see how things are going, seeing how things process, and you shouldn't feel weak or bad that you need help to go through those processes in life, going through life, period. Life is already hard alone, so why would you be alone going through it? Remember, you guys, you're beautifully, wonderfully made. Only you can make that change. I see you guys next time.